Allie and I just wanted to say thank you from everyone for all of you being here, our family, our friends, everyone that couldn't be here. This is a obviously big moment in our lives, and
Just
a little, yeah. But we really appreciate every single one of you being here. So we'll get food going. Obviously, we should have some drinks, and we'll have a good night and have some fun.
Woo!
That's all I got. Allie?
Thank you.
This isn't a real good idea, but I just wrote a couple of things down. I'm Dave. I'm Allie's dad. This is Jackie. This is my wife, Allie's mother. And I'd like to thank a few people. Thank everybody for coming before I forget. Sag, thank you. Bob and Linda, thank you for a wonderful son for my wife.
We don't mean that.
I gotta say it. And Dan, I just want to say one thing to you and Allie before it starts. Just, Dan, when you leave here today, you're gonna leave with a warm, loving, and caring wife. Allie, when you leave, you're gonna leave with a new dress. Just wanted to tell you that. Okay. And one other person I forgot. I wanted to recognize my mom. She's sitting right over there. She turned 90 last March. Good to be here. Thank you. Okay, and what else was I gonna? I can't remember. Trying to keep it short. Oh, hi. Wayne. Wayne. Good. Thanks for coming, Wayne. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm going to make it quick. I just wrote a poem, but I think I lost. I didn't write it, but I think I lost it. I can't find it. I only got one page. Here, I'll get it so I can get out of here. We can get on with the night. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this. Imagine the title. Kind of fits. Today is my daughter's wedding day. Today is my daughter's wedding day, and a wonderful thing it is to see. Her so excited, so happy to be his. But once she was my baby girl, the love of my life. But now she is a woman and just became his wife. Once she was my baby girl, loved her daddy and her toys, but then I couldn't stop it. She grew up and discovered boys. Today's my daughter's wedding day. How fast the time did go. From Little Feet and Sesame Street to a wedding gown it flowed. From dark-haired locks to lollipops, she grew up straight and tall. From baby things to a wedding ring, how I loved her through it all. And now she will go forward to enter married life, to share the good and bad times, the happiness and the strife. I wish them both the best of luck with a prayer my eyes will see, that God will bless them with a baby girl, just like he gave to me. Thank you very much. Have fun.
But the first thing I do want to say is to you guys, shut up, don't do it. You're gonna make me lose it.
She's been doing it the whole time.
I know, but I'm getting close where I can see what's going on, and it's hitting me. Okay, for you, I've given you 400 and some days to say, "Do you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this?" You chose not to, so now you're stuck with us. So we love you, thank you, and welcome to the family. And for everybody else, thank you guys for being here too. What I would also like to do is have the wedding party here, raise a toast to all you guys for coming out and enjoying us on this day. So, okay. It's time for me to get blubbery a little bit. Or as Roman would say, Bobby's turning into the welcome wagon again. He's getting that dumb look on his face. So Absolutely. And again, for all of our loved ones that can't be with us today, that we wish were here, and our own personal family, and for all you guys out there with your families, think of them today too, and just be happy that you had the time you had with everybody that could be around. And I'm going to stop and blubber a little bit more and say congratulations.
I got this. I'm good. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Gretchen. And before I get started tonight, I just want to give a big thanks to Dave and Jackie and Bob and Linda for having us all here tonight, for throwing this incredible party, and most importantly, raising these two amazing people to my left, Dan and Allie. All right, so as I said before, my name is Gretchen, and Allie and I are best friends. And we met in college at the University of Minnesota, and as luck would have it, we met in a lecture hall. Go Gophers! And we were really lucky to be placed in the same group for a group project. And I guess you can say that the rest is history. We quickly bonded over the similar situations that we were in school. We had just transferred in from different colleges. We were both living off of campus, and we just really became partners in crime very quickly. We would go to Gopher games together. We would go to country concerts together. We took trips, and we did so much more in between. And I'm really lucky to have her as a friend. Yes. And as I mentioned earlier, Allie and I, we have this like super easy, super natural friendship that we just really fell into. And it's a friendship where like we hardly ever talk on the phone, and we hardly ever get in fights. And, you know, sometimes life gets in the way and we go way too long without talking to each other, but we are in constant communication and we never skip a beat. And so, like I said, we hardly ever talk on the phone. And I can count on probably one hand the number of times that we've done so. And here are a few that stand out. The one weekend that I called her and I was like, hey, what are you doing next weekend? I have tickets and meet and greets to Florida Georgia Line at the Super Bowl, and I hope you're free. And then the night that she butt dialed me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the call. She got engaged. And it wasn't. And then I got the call from Colorado the day she actually got engaged. But I also got the call the night that she met Dan. And that was a night I remember really well. So Allie and I had just gotten home from a long weekend in Door County, and we were both kind of exhausted from the trip, but it was a great trip. And she had a wedding to go to that weekend, and she was like, oh, I'm just like not sure I want to go. I'm not sure who's going to be there. Like, I don't know who I'm going to know. And I just kept telling her, just go. Like, it'll be fun. Like, you never know who's going to be there. And much to my surprise, later that night, I got a call from Allie. And I did what any best friend would do. I did not answer because I had to be up early for work the next morning. And then I texted her back. And the text I got back was not at all what I expected. And the text went something like, hey, so I met a boy at this wedding, and I think I might like him. Yes. And then Dan. I've known Allie a really long time, long before you came into her life. And let me tell you, you came in just when she needed you the most. And from the moment that you two met, I knew that you were her lobster, even if she didn't know it just yet. And throughout your relationship, you have driven Allie crazier than ever before. And you've also made her smile a little bigger, you've made her laugh a little louder, and you've made her love a little deeper. And you've let Allie be her Harry Potter, cookie baking, guacamole, and wine-loving self. And you have loved every piece of her, even if her inability to make a decision might hinder your dinner plans. And from your first date to that first kiss and to the many weekends you guys spent burning up I-35 to and from Duluth, you two have been smitten for each other since day one. And it has been an absolute honor to have a front row seat as this relationship began to blossom into Dan and Allie's love story. And today, October 19th, begins the next chapter in that love story. It's titled Husband and Wife. And as you begin this next chapter, my hope for you is this. I hope that the love you feel right now as we sit in this room never fades. I hope that the sparkle in your eye that you've had all day never dulls, and I hope that you guys never, ever forget the reason why you fell in love in the first place. Life is certainly going to throw you curveballs, and it's certainly not going to be easy, but walking through it with your person and your best friend, you guys can conquer it all. And in true Gretchen fashion, I did have to do a little research in preparing this speech, and I came across this quote. This kind of certainty comes but once in a lifetime. Dan, we all know Allie has trouble making decisions, but there's one thing she's never been uncertain about, and that was you. Now, if you all could raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Bell, here's to many years of laughter and love and adventure and memories. Congrats, you guys.
All right, guys. So for those of you who don't know me, I've mingled a little bit. I've tried my best to visit the people that I was supposed to. So my name, being honest, what would Dan want me for? I'm Steve Kressel. Dan and I met years ago, Dick's Sporting Goods. Richards. It's a classy establishment, just so you guys know. Dan and I had an instant connection. It didn't matter what we were doing. Brought us together. Competition. Anything that we could gamble on, beat each other, it didn't matter. It was a great time. So we've blossomed into this relationship that it doesn't matter where we're at, doesn't matter what it is. Dan gives me a call from his car and says, "Hey, asshole, what are you doing?" Same thing I'm always doing. And we just have the same conversation. So what I'm not going to do is I'm going to avoid the long story. I've been told that writing stuff down is a horrible idea. So I'm honest. What makes Dan special and what brings Dan that I know that he's going to be the perfect person for Allie is Dan and I were playing a twos competitive volleyball tournament. Dan and I suck at volleyball. We were playing against college caliber players that were all scholarship athletes. I don't think we won a game. About 5 weeks in, Dan and I have a match that I think we got 17 points scored on us. Dan turned and hurled a volleyball at my face. I looked at him in the middle of the match, walked off, not dealing with it. 3 minutes later, Dan and I are laughing, having a ball sitting at the bar drinking. No idea what had just happened. Got killed over and over again. Dan keeps coming back. Dan is the best person you can have around. Shortly thereafter that, I drag him to a golf tournament. We didn't know what was going on. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, middle of Wisconsin. We played 67 holes of golf for 14 hours. As my wife can attest to, we both looked like lobsters when the day was over. But we walked away with trophies about 5.5 feet tall. We ended up winning.
Thanks for carrying me.
I got you. So what I'm saying is it's a two-way street. Dan plays both sides of the street. Doesn't matter what you have, he's there for you. He's there to bring you down. I should have wrote stuff down.
Yikes. Yikes.
That wasn't supposed to be the funny part.
You should have wrote stuff down.
It's okay. The moral of the story is hey, slow down. You shouldn't have gave me the mic. I had a lot to live up to, a lot of big speeches. More nervous for this than my wedding. Oh. You ready?
No.
All right, I said I'd keep it short and sweet. So thank you guys all for coming. If you guys want some stories, hit me up after this. What I know you guys bring to the table, Allie, you're amazing. You're part of the family. I've been happy to have you around. Wish you guys the best of luck. I love this awkward silence. All right, guys, raise a glass to the happy couple. Thank you all for coming.
Ask him later about the time he put me through the windshield of a golf cart. That's a good one.